Hi, I'm Robert Knoll. Welcome to the Guitar Zone. This video's on positioning of the left hand. Well, a lot of times when we're, of course, learning guitar, we want to learn to position the hand in positions. First position from first fret to fourth fret, and if we move it up one fret, you're in second position. Your dot on the third fret, third position. Fourth position, fifth position is usually marked by a dot or some kind of a something. And seventh position, ninth position, 12th position, upper register. So we have positions. So when you're playing in first position, and usually most beginners, we're working on our natural scale and chromatic scale here and learning chords here. We want to keep our hand, our wrist, so that it moves from here to here. And some of my scale where I talk about the chromatic scale and open position, natural scale, I go into this a little bit about positioning here. But my thumb is relaxed back here. It's not up here hanging, it's not going like that, it's not doing weird things. It's usually up and down, just like a fret. And it's kind of in the middle of my second and third finger, pretty much, so that I've got room to stretch and not have to. If I was doing this, I couldn't stretch. I couldn't get these notes. And now I'm choking the neck here. So there's a lot of bad things I see from students that have learned on their own or by other teachers that shouldn't be teaching, right? So you want to learn to relax this hand, just like this. But you want to put it up there and have that thumb back there, up and down, right? Just like the fret. And it's back there a little bit. And it does move sometimes up and sometimes down. It does have variations, okay? But for the most part, we pretty much, when we first start learning, keep it stationary, because when you play that chromatic scale, you can see my wrist way out here. And I'm going to kind of rush through it. And now you see my wrist way down here. So my wrist comes out for the lower notes. And as I get to those higher strings, my wrist moves. It's shifting. So this is important when you're learning your natural scale. You've got your wrist out here so that you've got the stretch, And you've got a finger for each fret. So when I'm playing, I've got first finger, first fret, second fingers for second fret, third, fourth for fret. So as I'm playing that natural scale, I'm just putting my fingers down. But what's happening here is my hand, my wrist is shifting. It's out right now, and now it's coming down. So it came from here to here. Okay. Now later on, when you get more advanced, we do shifting. Like if you're playing like a G13 chord, you can notice that my thumb now is down here, and I'm kind of slanting my fingers in. So my wrist is backing off this way. Not this way, but this way. For that kind of chord. Or if I'm doing a C9 adding a 13. You can see when I'm playing like a G bar chord, well, my wrist is pretty much in that thumb position between the second and third finger. And I've got that space underneath here, like usual. But my wrist is here. But if I do a chord that I need my thumb to play the chord, then my wrist changes. Or if I'm playing what I call the groovy chords, the G7, I've got my thumb. Now my wrist is backing off, veering this way. So this wrist changes. When we're playing solos, sometimes we're really grabbing the neck. So we change positions. The wrist moves, and you're going to learn, well, where's the wrist? It might be moving around, but our thumb might be way up here on the top of the neck instead of on the bottom of the neck. Just so we can get the wrist around, so we can play those notes. We do some standard things with the wrist. This is what you should know. There's the standard movements of wrist. But as we move in positions, we're still keeping those good orthodox characteristics going with keeping our fingers in that 1, 2, 3, 4 order. As we learn other chords and we start doing some really different things with voicings and shapes and patterns, well, our wrist has to change. It has to kind of go this way, or maybe this way, maybe this way, maybe this way for our chord. So the wrist changes shapes. It does different things. But when we first learn, we want to do some standard things. We want to do some orthodox. All right. Once again, Robert Noel, you're at the Guitar Zone. And I thank you so much if you're on Patreon and you've signed on. And it's wonderful. I appreciate that very, very much. All right. Lots of videos. Keep looking at them. Make sure you like them. And leave me a comment. Okay? Make sure you subscribe, too. Bye-bye.